Hey guys, so here we are. We are on the draw with a very solid opener. So this is like the Cackler versus Fire Drinker Satyr question, which entirely depends on what our opponent is playing. If our opponent is playing Esper, we want to lead with Satyr because it has the most damage potential early. Um, if our opponent is playing anything else, we almost always lead with Cackler, but we are going to lead with Satyr here. The reason for leading with Cackler with a lot of other things is that it is a 2-2. Something like White Weenie or whatever wouldn't be able to block it. This looks like Esper aggro of sorts. Because we're going to get into the air next turn, I think we're just going to Searing Blood our way through here. That seems correct. Alright, not really sure what to expect here. A D-Sphere, and then we're about to get Chandra Phoenix in the house. Obviously, whenever you can play a Mutavault and not sacrifice, accelerating your board state, you want to do that. I'm not very afraid of Supreme Verdict here, obviously, so I will happily overextend, although I am probably afraid of BioBlight, which may hold me back a little. Because of the ability to overextend here, I'm going to play a Cackler and a Phoenix. Got to say that being on the play in this matchup certainly is very advantageous, and it sadly doesn't look like we're ever going to be there. So there's the Cackler, Firefish Striker. So Firefish Striker is actually probably better because it could potentially win us the game on the next turn. We're going to put him to 5, and then if we play Gorehouse Chainwalker, something could like block the Chainwalker, let the Mutavault and Rakdos Cackler past. But Firefish Striker would also shut down something like Blood Baron that would let him gain life. Also shuts down Precinct Captain. So that's good, and we're still going to get to play a 3-power 2-drop. Not exactly sure what he has in store because he's letting the trigger resolve. Obviously, like he can block with a Mutavault, but I'm not exactly sure where that gets him here. Alright, might as well just play a Chainwalker Unleashed. There's no reason not to advance our board state here. He has no more Mutavault, so we are firmly in command. Also at this point, any one of 7 burn spells gets us out of it. Alright. Well, that was pretty quick. So, Esper aggro, we saw Soldier, Precinct Captain, Mutavault, which you wouldn't expect in something like that because, it takes up, like, colored mana slots. But also, like, 4 copies of Detention Sphere, seemed like. So, Searing Blood's obviously fantastic. I have to believe that Act of Treason is also good, because these decks have to play, like, Blood Baron or Obzdot or something of the sort. Minotaur Skullcleaver is good. I'm going to take out all 4 copies of Foundry Tree Denizen for all 4 copies of Act of Treason. Or no, I can't do that, never mind, just 2, like I originally stated. But the reason for taking out the Denizens is simply that I don't think they're as good on the draw as they are on the play. And another deck with creatures can just easily, outfight them in combat. So I don't think the card's as good in this matchup as it is in like, a true race like on the play against Mono Black or whatever. So he's going to start with no Soldier this turn, this game, and we will not have a 1-drop either. We have drawn our fair share of lands already. However, one of them is a Mutavault, so it's fine keeping the specific 4-lander. It feels like, the Mutavault's another creature. He does abide by the sweet basic land rule of always have millions of foil basic lands. I didn't know that was a rule, but I guess it is. So he's not going to be able to block as he thought. He will theoretically be able to D-Sphere the Firefish Striker next turn, though. But, I mean, it's just a flat-out race at this point. Yeah. I expect a Detention Sphere. Or a Wrath. Okay. Well, that was interesting. I did not expect to get Wrath against an aggro deck. With 4 Deer Spheres, I have to imagine that he has them. Okay, so let's say he doesn't have D-Sphere and he just plays a creature, and then yeah, okay. So I don't, since he's only at 12 and I don't have a lot of gas left because I've drawn 6 lands this game, I really just have to make him not have D-Sphere, which he obviously has because they have it every time. Or another Wrath. Alright. I guess we're just playing the Burning Tree into Mutavault. Put him at 10. Any burn spell is sweet here. Another Wrath. Banishing Light. No offense to this guy, but how does he win the game? I mean, obviously we haven't gotten there yet. We're clearly still the aggressor in this match, but like, or in this game particularly, but how does he win? Archangel of Thune is a pretty good Magic card. Whew. So what I kind of missed earlier was that, like, playing that mountain, I mean, never mind, I didn't miss it. I was thinking, like, somehow we'd be able to burn him, get Chandra's Phoenix, play Mutavault. But that doesn't help us. And we're dead. Alright. Well, I mean, he has infinite lifelinkers. I'm not playing anymore. Alright, so Denizens are going to come back in, because we want the ability to just kill him very quickly. Out are going to come the Skull Cleavers. And I think 2 Active Treasons still stay in. Yeah, that seems correct. Alright, well this hand's certainly not terrible. It would be a lot better if we draw either a 3rd 1-drop or a Burning Tree Emissary. Both of those draws are the best draws in our deck at this current point. Yeah, I mean, like, so the 3rd 1-drop lets us hit him for 3 on the next turn, even through a Soldier of Pantheon. And the Burning Tree Emissary obviously just lets us go off. Alright, so he's clearly playing defensively and a Precinct Captain. Yeah, this may seem counterintuitive because Chandra's Phoenix is obviously insane, but we can very easily overextend here. We obviously can't attack with Foundry Tree Denizen this turn, but like, from what we've seen, all of his blue sources come into play tapped except Hallowed Fountain, so he may have only 4 ways of Detention Sphering us this turn. So I'm very okay with playing it this way. Alright, so unfortunately, we continue to draw lands here. And then he's just going to... So we're going to shut down his Precinct Captain. He's going to block the Firefish Striker, take 6, going to 14. And then hitting us down to 14, making 2 tokens. And possibly D-Sphering. And that's pretty much game. There's not a lot we can do from here. We have to be able to block the Soldier and one of the... Well, yeah. We're pretty dead here. Running Searing Bloods would do a lot for our chances. Possibly be the only way we could win. Alright. And that wasn't a Searing Blood. So we're dead. Alright, well, see you for the next one.